Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show. Oh. So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure 100 people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if 100 people have done it. Well, I'm doing it now. As you play the game, like honestly, I would like if you're watching this, I would suggest that you ever play the game. If you haven't played the game, or if you have played it but you didn't notice it before, every single time you defeat one of the gods, save the game and exit and come back to the main screen. The world in the background slowly changes. Also, Kratos changes depending on the outfit you have him in. So there's that. I have been, man, it has been a weird, it's been a weird day, morning, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I'm gonna just openly say, like straight up, right now, I'm gonna say, I think one thing about dating that I think people don't realize, man, men like first off, men like in general, men can't really defend ourselves. Like we kind of can't in a sense because like because let's be honest, a lot of men in power have ruined that for every man that's not in power. Like not necessarily men in power, like just men of a particular, particular men have ruined that for a lot of guys. Like the idea of like trying to like openly be like, well, like this is what it's like for guys, yada yada yada, right? It's just non-existent for a lot of us. We can't do that because things like the conversation doesn't go the way we need it to. Like a lot of times it's just I wish we wish women would understand like what it is like it's like having to date them because like we're not in control. We were never in control. Like we were never in control, and that's just what it is. But I think one of the things that I kind of forgot about when it came to like dating or being in a relationship or even being in a situationship, trying to get to know somebody. It seems like most of the time women don't necessarily, the minute they get comfortable is the best way I can word this. The best way is the minute they get comfortable, it seems like what happens is like that sense of, and I think everybody has a tendency to do this, but I'm not talking, I don't date men, so I can't really say. Because I think definitely like people as a whole, when they get comfortable, like the annoying thing is they tend to they change the way they treat you. And for some people that just simply like, oh, they get a little too comfortable. They start saying things that are a bit, that come off as a bit rude, and it's like, oh, like don't be so sensitive, stuff like that. But one thing like I think, especially when it comes to dating women, that like people don't like might not be aware of, it's taking me 3 minutes to get to the point. When okay. When they're in a bad mood, when they're in a bad mood, that's kind of your day now. That's kind of your day now. Like, and I realize for a lot of people, it's like, no, it ain't got to be like that. Just because they in a bad mood, don't mean you got to be in a bad mood. You're right. It doesn't. It does not mean that at all. It 100% does not have to mean that just because she's upset that you now have to like Kratos, not have fun for the day.
It's getting close.
Cutscene.
I told you, I cannot help you.
But you're the only one who can. I know it. I trust you.
You shouldn't.
We ain't no way close to where we need to be going. So like, yeah, the idea if they're upset, then you're upset now. It's like, well, that doesn't have to be the case. Yeah. So yeah, here's the deal though. Imagine yourself in like the shoes of somebody who is in a bad mood, right? And like you're hanging out with a person that's supposedly important to you, and they've like made it like tried to make it seem like you're important to them. Okay? When you're in a bad mood, you kind of want somebody to understand. You want somebody to listen, and you want somebody to care that the world is just not being fair to you, and yada yada yada. So I understand that. Like, I do. I get it. And a part of me is like, nah, I understand. But here's where it gets weird. When somebody is determined to be mad, like when somebody is determined, like, nah, I'm in a bad mood today. That's what it is. I'm in a bad mood today. There ain't nothing else to do. There's nothing to say to them. There's nothing like that can be done to make them feel good about the situation they're in. Like whether it's an argument with like a coworker, a family member, or if they made a mistake and they have like, it doesn't matter what it is. If they've decided like I'm mad now, like, and the weird part is like they still want to kick it with you. They still want to try to do things to get their mind off of what has them upset and annoyed. But they're taking this attitude. Like, say they want to go for a fucking drive. Say they want to go for a drive. And they just want to go ride. And they don't want to do nothing specific. They just want to get out the house and like think and not have to think too hard about the world around them. Like, cool? All right, cool. So, but what ends up happening is like, so now y'all on this ride together. God bless it. Grab it. Y'all on this ride together and y'all are chilling, right? But like, you can't rap along to your song or sing along depending on what you listen to. You can't really enjoy the ride. You can't really enjoy the music. You can't do none of that simply because while you over there like bopping to the beat or whatever it is you do when you listen to music, like you can't do that simply because they're over there just upset and mad. Like you're trying to have a good time. You're trying to make them feel better. Like you're trying. In some cases they don't want to talk about it. In some cases they don't want to talk about it at all. They're mad. They need you to understand why they're mad, and like there is no having a conversation. There is no, we can talk about this. Let's like try to get it out in the air and you tell me what's wrong. No, that's not happening. And it's like in any little thing you say frustrates them even more. Now I can tell you straight up, like I've not necessarily had this happen with men as often, But that might be because like when my male friends are angry, like I tend to just give them space. Or when my male friends are angry, what ends up happening is they have the decency. Thank you. They have the decency to be like, I don't wanna hang out right now. Boom. Like, so they'll just stay away, and or by the time they show up to hang out with the homies, they're already like, man, today was, man. I don't know if I knew that was there. Yeah, by the time they show up to kick it, they was like, ah, man, today was crazy. Today was wild. Like, today was not my, like, today was not for me. And it'll give you, and like, you get the opportunity to be like, oh, so what's wrong? And then, like, you understand how the rest of that conversation goes. But, like, when that's not what's happening, when it's the other way around and it's just them being upset, and all you can think to do is try to be there, try to be supportive, especially if they're stressing themselves out and they're just mad, just mad, like just upset, right? And you're like, it ain't that serious, you ain't gotta, like, don't stress yourself out, like, then what am I supposed to do? Like with all the things happening around me, what am I supposed to do? You tell me. And it's like, ooh, shit. Oosh. Like, ouchie baba. Like, what are you supposed to do, man? I don't know. And I think like the main reason I have a problem with any of this is because I am sort of kind of in the middle of like taking things seriously, because like a part of me is just like, if I can't control it, I just don't bother. Like, and that's real. Like, I've been on the hunt for an attorney to help me with a wrongful death suit for the past year and some change. I cannot like find somebody who's willing to help me. Like, I can't find somebody who's willing to help. Like, on top of that, like, I made the mistake of believing that I was not looking for a wrongful death suit, but looking for medical malpractice. And medical malpractice has has a statute of 3 years, whereas wrongful death only has a statute of 2 years. And I am closing in on the end of that thing, at the end of that statute. And like the biggest problem is that like when it comes to these statutes, like there are things that need to be done while there are things that need to be done. Hold on. There are things that need to be done, like, get like medical records and all that stuff, and it takes time to do all of that. And I have not been able to get the medical records, which is part of the reason that I'm looking for an attorney. I need somebody to help a brother out. And I don't have the help. I need the help and I ain't got it. So that's where I'm at. So like, I understand like, well, okay, well, these things are not going the way I need them to. What do you expect me to do? I can't just sit here and do nothing. And like, no one's saying do nothing. But if you are out here looking for a job, you're actively looking for a job, and you can't find one, right? Stressing out over the fact that you can't find a job ain't finna find you a job. Like, it's not like, oh, I don't have any health insurance and I need it. It's like, well, I can guarantee you, stressing yourself sick is not about to help that situation. Like, if anything, it's going to exasperate it. And like, I feel like for a lot of people, a lot of men, this sounds like, oh, that's pretty solid advice. It's like clearly I gotta like, you know, relax, and I have to. I have to. I don't have a choice. Like I typically mess this up. Like you have to find a little bit of you have to find a way to chill. And I feel like you can't just tell somebody to chill when they're going through stuff. Like I hit once, that's not too bad. You can't just tell somebody to chill when they're in the process of going through some not so good times. Like I hit once, that was pretty solid. Cause it ain't gonna do nothing but make them either feel worse or make them feel like you don't care and you just want them to stop talking. When that's not the case, it's just like pimping. I just like you're harshing my buzz. Like you are harshing my buzz. And that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to experience. Because I like, if you want to hang out and chill, I got you. But if you just want to sit here and complain and be mad and this, that, and the fifth, I can't help but feel like there ain't nothing I can do for you. This is more like, yeah. It's just an item upgrade, yeah. Like that's it. And I feel crappy about it because I do feel like it makes me sound like a bad friend. Like it does. I feel like it makes me sound like a really bad friend because like once it gets to the point where this person in question is just basically upset, and it's like I am now being put in a position where my job is to just keep them company even while they're in a bad mood. And I've done this before. I have, and I don't like it. I've done it before and I don't like it. I really feel like it pushes like because there isn't gonna like this isn't gonna be the last time something uncool happens. Like unfortunately it's not. It's not gonna be the last time that you find yourself in a situation where things are tough and you wanna you know you're gonna find where things are a little bit rough and things aren't going the way you want them to. And so to end up in a relationship with somebody who is like this when things are hard, there is no joy. There is no, although things are rough, like we got each other. Like there ain't no fairy tale ending in that. It's just them mad all the time. And at least for somebody like me who doesn't necessarily take things so hard, there ain't really much for me to do but just sit there and just let them like sulk and then just pretend I'm not there while at the same time like being requested to be there. It's annoying. It's annoying because I feel like on the flip they're like, well, but you're supposed to want to be there for me. And it's like, well, you know, or God forbid, it's like, I don't know, like if you're a guy, you probably heard a woman say like, I didn't ask you to blah, 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 blah. Like, and that's, you know what? In the next episode, until next time, get out. Woof. Big ones.